All right, we've got a late summer drone video of a big tract at Timber Shoals Ranch with direct frontage on the Corps of Engineer take line at Bull Shoals Lake. It's got a little shed on there. It's got a small open meadow and then quite a bit of timber. So we're looking down at the west side. That's the easement road. You can see the little shed there. And as we look easterly, we'll be looking over the property and toward the lake, which you'll see there. That's actually State Line Cove. Oh, there's a little map showing the property. So outlined in red, we're starting at the west side. If you look closely, you can see the little shed in the meadow. There actually is a little trail, walking trail or four-wheeler trail that goes to the Corps of Engineer land, and it's just a 30-second walk right through that public land, that Corps land, to State Line Cove itself. And you can fish, you can swim. State Line Cove is a place where we've put pontoon boats and jet skis in the water. We've used that trail to the north, not on the property. It goes over a different tract that's not part of Timber Shoals Ranch, but unbelievable property. So that gives you a little idea how it's situated. So west side bordering the gravel easement road, east side bordering the take line for over 100 feet. Now we're looking northerly. You can see some kind of houses and shops and whatnot off in the distance. And there's the lake toward the west as well. So we're on the north side of a large peninsula, and Bull Shoals Lake wraps around it so that it's on both sides. Property borders the take line, not on this side, but on the other side that we'll see in a moment here. Beautiful, beautiful section of Bull Shoals Lake. It's fairly quiet, kind of known as a family-friendly section. You'll see people out here fishing and pontoon boats, pulling tubes, and a couple jet skis from time to time, but we've never seen it busy like you would in some parts of the lake. So the guys were telling me when they were out there doing these videos, it was a beautiful day, but there were these large clouds that kept coming through, and they tried to do the video between the clouds, and it doesn't look like it worked out too well in this instance. So looking down on the very cloudy west side of the property, we can see the sunlight escaping easterly. Looks like we just missed it. So we're flying east over the property. You can see the topo map to see how it lays. It's level toward the west side. I believe it slopes down toward the middle and then back up, and then slopes down again as you get toward the actual Corps land and Bull Shoals Lake. There you can see where it slopes down there. So this particular tract, we discovered someone had created some kind of walking trail or even four-wheeler trail all the way to the east side, right up to the Corps land. So the guys actually walked the trail. They took a little video at the Corps land and at the lake. I mean, once you hit that Corps land, you're on public land, so you can walk right to miles of shoreline. But in this case, you got the water just a few feet from the east side of the property. So I mean, you can literally bring your fishing pole, walk from your property to the water, and catch some fish right from the shore. Gorgeous lake. That's State Line Cove. The property is in Arkansas. The other side of State Line Cove is Missouri, so this is very close to the state line. Panning around, looking south at the peninsula, and then back westerly. And you can see that meadow in front of us. The property is the far left side of that meadow, and we're flying back. I think we have another video that probably shows the actual State Line Cove a little better. I know they did a ground video where they did walk right through the property, right through the trail to State Line Cove. So not only do you have the frontage, the take line frontage, which gives you access to the water and the hundreds of acres of Corps land, which is also open for hunting and recreation. But you've got a pre-made trail to get right to it. So this property has a lot going on for it in addition to its size. By the way, it's over 13 acres. It is surveyed in addition to the take frontage, which is over 100 feet. It does have the trail. It does have the beautiful timber. And then it's got the kind of the small meadow area on the west side, and it has that old shed, which could be usable for storage. There are setbacks at Timber Shoals Ranch from the gravel road. The shed is not beyond the setback, but because it was in existence before these lots were created that, I mean, you don't have to remove the shed. You could use it for storage. You could not turn the shed into a residence, but you can leave it right where it is and use it for storage. You could fix it up and put a door on it if you wanted to do so. Even though it's not fancy, it does look pretty solid. You could definitely use a coat of paint. But it could be a good place to, you know, potentially park your four-wheelers or your boat. If you're going to bring your boat and trailer out here, might be good for that. And there's one of the guys going to maybe take a ground video over there. Awesome property, super private, but it is close to power. It's within maybe an eighth of a mile or less of power. Actually, it's probably closer than that. Power's just a few hundred feet away. The take line frontage is awesome. Harder and harder to find properties that directly front the take line, and this one is just fantastic. So there you have it. It's tract 4 at Timber Shoals Ranch. It's 13.185 acres. InstantAcres.com. That's us.